And our final contestant this afternoon is Mark Hall. Mark.
So, this is quite convenient actually, the order was randomly selected, but I actually want to start with a question, probably to the judges. What is the secret of life? Big clue. So most people would say DNA, okay? Apart from our judges, because they're a lot cleverer than most people. Really some people. But actually timing is closer. What? The secret of life is logistics. Okay, now that doesn't sound very interesting, very exciting. It doesn't sound like it's got anything to do with life. It sounds like it has to do with DHL and getting your parcels to the right place at the right time. And actually that's that's something that makes me quite anxious at this time of year, because logistics is basically how does Santa manage to get all the right presents to all the right houses at the right time. Remember, Christmas morning is a different time in different parts of the world, so it's a complicated problem. What does that have to do with life? Well, it has to do with proteins and how proteins work. Now, unfortunately, proteins are really small, so I can't take them out of my pocket and show you them, but I can show you a little container of proteins. This is an egg, for anybody who's too far away to see. So it's full of proteins, and that's why it's good to eat. But also, the reason why our cells work is not really the DNA, it's what the proteins do. The proteins do all the chemical reactions inside our cells that make everything happen. They make all the chemicals our cells need in order to keep surviving. And they do it in a kind of cycle, because there's no good doing it once. That would be a very brief life. You might maybe achieve something, but not much. So they need to do it in a cycle. Not only that, the proteins need to work in kind of tandem. They need to worry about logistics. They need to make sure that the right chemicals are in the right places at the right time, so that everything keeps working properly. And a nice little statistic is that for all of us, right at this moment, there are about 700 protein reactions going on in every single one of our cells right now. And if any one of those reactions went slightly wrong, went at slightly the wrong speed, happened at slightly the wrong time, worked slightly incorrectly with the reaction next to it, then you die. 700 of them. So it's a complicated logistical problem. It's ranking up there with Santa Claus. And of course, it works. Because if it didn't, we wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be talking to you. But this to me is the secret of life, and it's the thing that people don't talk about so much. We talk a lot about DNA, we even talk about proteins, but it's the way these things work together in a really complicated network that actually determines whether you live or die. What's really important there as well is that medicine at the moment is a little bit of an art. If we knew how to really engineer not just the proteins, but that whole logistical network, we could actually turn medicine into engineering. And I think that would be a really nice thing to do. Thank you very much.